The road releases from Storm on April 19th. It has some big shoes to fill and a high bar to reach, so we'll take a look featuring our tester Zach Rhodes in this one. Zach is on the Kegel Chromium Challenge pattern at Royal Crest Lanes in Lawrence, Kansas, where they take great care of us. We always use this pattern for testing because it's a good benchmark pattern. It's not too easy, but it's not too tough, so it really helps us figure out where the balls fit and how they relate and compare to each other. The graph is linked in the description if you want to take a look at the details. His layout information is up on the screen for those that understand, and if you don't know what all these numbers mean or all the core numbers we're going to talk about next, I have a few instructional videos linked in the description that will teach you everything you need to know about cores, core dynamics, and layouts, but I still need to share the details for the more experienced viewers. Fairly simple math on this one from one angle, but significant differences from another. It's the same inverted FE2 or FE squared core, however you want to say it, but this one features the AI outer core, which slightly drops the RG down to 255 from 257, also slightly dropping the diff from 046 to 045. Very small differences. These are 15-pound values, though. There will be quite a large difference for the 14 and 16-pound users. 14 through 16 in the original core are all wildly different, especially between 15 and 16, but with the AI addition to this one, the 14 through 16 pound numbers are all identical. The cover is REX Hybrid, which we haven't technically seen stateside before, and of course with it being two color, that means 1 part pearl and 1 part solid, and it comes out of the box at the Reactagloss surface. Again, nothing wrong with it anymore. If you like it, go with it. It's just that factory gloss period is usually a little too clean and sharp / inconsistent, which was the case for Zach, so he knocked it down with a 4000 pad before we started filming. I'll give you a couple minutes to see what you see first, and I'll catch up later with my thoughts. This one impresses me. It's clean, round shaping, it's average amount of strength, average back end strength, but that's going to put it in play for most people. Generally speaking, if it's average length, a rounder shape, average strength, and average friction response, it's going to be pretty versatile for your average league conditions. They know that there's a lot to live up to here, they know what putting road on a ball means, so while this one feels a little safe, that also means it should be very user-friendly. I'm starting to get an eye for the AI core, especially as it's put on cores I'm already very familiar with. It adds a little heavier roll, stuff with AI doesn't really seem to rev up that much either. It creates a strong consistent roll with a nice tempo, and I think that adds to both mid lane and down lane control. It's going to help stuff slow down a little more, but then not break loose or be too crazy on the back end. As you might expect with that high of an RG, it got longer and slower the deeper he got, but it was still very agreeable to physical adjustments. I think this obviously isn't the ball choice to get deep with on the fresh on this pattern, but he could still make a fairly simple adjustment and get to the pocket at least, so the important thing to take away here is that this will be more of a transition ball for longer and heavier patterns. It should fit medium stuff if you don't try to swing the whole lane, and should be at home on lighter to medium oil or basically your typical league patterns. Everybody else is going to compare this to the high road, so we're going to go a different direction with the Virtual Energy Blackout. The Vibo and Road have the same REX cover formula, just Pearl for the Vibo and a hybrid for the Road. The Blackout, of course, does have a quite strong asymmetric core in it, however. REX creates a very recognizable look on the lane regardless of the core, which actually helps to see the difference a core can make. From Strader, fairly similar, that clean, round, and continuous shape. But as he gets deeper, you can see the Blackout still responding at virtually the same length down the lane, picking up quite a bit more firmly and making it up and through the pins. Zach felt that the Road was definitely a good logical ball down from the Blackout. It keeps you in the same overall look and shape, just a little weaker with a little more length when the Blackout starts getting too strong or too early. To help place it a little better, it would also be a step down from the Attention Star, Zen Gold Label, Summit Peak, and Sublime, a ball sideways from the Journey, Exponent, and the IQ line, and about a half step up from the other high roads and the Hustle line. Once again, the Road will be available on April 19th. Down in the description is a link to Bowler's Mart that will get any of the balls featured in this video ordered for you. I do have to note that I do receive a 5% commission on all sales through the links, and of course don't forget my code ROSEDOLL10 to get 10% off your order at checkout at CoolWick. Thanks for watching, and may the strikes be with you.